Let's quickly discuss about ACC qualification overview, structure, eligibility, and time required. So I'm going to discuss few things here. What are the papers which you have to take to complete your ACC qualification? What is eligibility criteria? Who can start? Do we really need to have some accounting previous qualification, or accounting knowledge? Yes or no? What are the exemptions and how much time and effort should we give to complete this qualification, and how much time is needed to finish this all qualification, ACC professional qualification. So before I move forward, very quick, in 1 minute, it's a qualification established in 1904, so almost 120 years approximately. It's a UK based qualification, but it is accepted in over 170 countries. Highly valued qualification, very well respected and very much appreciated. ACC actually offers these four major accounting qualifications, but out of these four, I wouldn't call them all of them major. The thing which we are going to speak today is this one, ACCA professional qualification. Um, foundation in accountancy, it starts from a lower level. This is for those people who do not have bachelor's degree or A levels. DIP IFR, it is a short diploma and certificate in IFRS, again it's a certificate exam. So these are two short 3 months things. We are not going to speak about it. Foundation in accountancy, you can see a separate video on that with us. What we are going to speak about this thing, ACCA professional qualification, which we call now. So if we start with, what do we have here? So this professional qualification which we call, the starting point is that you should have either A levels or you should have a bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degree in any specialization. You might be coming with, you might have a medical background, but you can start ACCA. So you don't need to have an accounting background or accounting qualification before. So A levels, we said, or you need to have a bachelor's degree. There are 13 exams in total. This is the maximum number of exams. But if in your bachelor's degree you have studied some subjects from accounting and finance, ACCA may allow you some exemptions. Exemption means that you don't have to take that exam. So the ACCA might give you one exemption or two exemptions or three exemptions, which means then you will not take 13 exams, you will take less exams. So if you have a bachelor's qualification, bachelor's degree, and if you have some accounting and finance specialization, you should go and check on ACCA website that if your university is shown there and how many exemptions do they give you. How much time you need? Approximately 3 years to complete all of these 13 exams. And when I say 3 years to complete, I say that you need to spend maximum 2 to 3 hours per day. This is your average workload throughout these 3 years. So it means that even if you are a working professional, you can manage it, because end of the day, you need to spend something like 50 to 20 hours per week. And if you are consistently spending approximately 20 hours per week, you can finish your qualification. It is not something you need to study full time. And this is one of the great advantages and flexibility which ACC offers. Then there is a question between what is an affiliate and what is a member. So if you pass 13 exams, you are called an affiliate. But if you have passed 13 exams and you also have 3 years of practical experience in accounting and finance, you are called a member. So students, first they become affiliate, then they become members after adding 3 years experience. And by the way, this 3 years experience, it's not necessary that you should gain this experience after completing exams. It is not necessary. You actually can study and at the same time you can work, and your experience will calculate. So if you start working today and you start studying today, within 3 years time you will finish the 13 exams and you will also have 3 years experience and you will become a member, which is definitely a very respectable status. Now, which exams are there? So ACC qualification is split into 3 levels. We call it level 1, level 2, level 3, or more appropriately you can call it applied knowledge, applied skills, and strategic professional. In applied knowledge, you have got 3 papers. Traditionally we used to call them F1, F2, and F3. But the names ACCA changed recently. They started calling F1 as BT, Business and Technology, F2 is Management Accounting, F3 is FA, which is called Financial Accounting. So let's suppose that you are starting your ACCA professional qualification from level 1 and you do not have any exemption. So you actually can take any of these paper in any sequence. There is no compulsion that you should first take F1. So I suggest that first you should take F3 exam, then you should take F2 exam, and then you should take F1. Reason being, F3 is very interesting. It is financial accounting and it is a good start. It will keep your interest alive. F2 becomes slightly complicated. It is cost accounting, management accounting. Take it as number 2. F1 is very easy, and actually it's very easy, but I put it in the end because once you finish F3 and F2, then passing F1 will become very easy. So how much time is needed? Maximum 3 months here, maximum 3 months here, and maximum 1.5 months here. So you can say that 7.5 months, and this is what I believe that which is a very much achievable target. Even students can finish it in 6 months, even earlier than that. This is the time period required. Now, how your exams are here? So what you exams, you take CBE on demand, and CBE on demand means that you can schedule your exam. It's a computer based exam, and you can schedule it at your own convenience any time of the year when you feel how to say prepared. So in all major cities there are CBE centers. You can call to your nearest CBE center and say that I am ready, I want to take F3 exam, this is my student ID, I want to book my exam. You will pay them fee not to ACCA but to the CBE center and register for exam, take exam, and it's a computer based exam, so as soon as you finish, immediately the result comes out. So you press submit and the printout is in your hand. You have passed, you have failed. 50% is the pass marks. Of course, it's not very desirable to get 50% because that is very low considered mark. I mean, for F3, usually I consider it should be 75 around or more. F2 should be 70 plus or more, and F1 also around 70. So 70-75% is a good score. Not very good score, but acceptable. Reasonably good score. So this is, and you can finish this thing in 6 to 7 months. Then when you move on to your level 2, which is called applied skills, now here you've got 6 papers. The first thing you should remember that you can take any of the papers in any sequence. These papers are called F4, F5, F6, F7, F8 and F9. The names they have changed, they call it F4, which is business law, it is called LW. F5 is called PM, it is performance management. TX F6 is taxation. F7 is financial reporting, we call it FR. F8 we call AA, audit and assurance, and F9 is your FM. Now first thing you should remember that these are not on demand exams, so you cannot take them any time of the year. They have fixed dates. So these exams, ACCA conduct these exams 4 times in a year: March, June, September and December. 4 exam attempts: March, June, September, December, and it is always the first week. So first week of March, first week of June, first week of September and first week of December. And results do not come out immediately. Results you will get in 6 weeks time. Okay, so this is the first thing. Now you can start from any order. If you want, you can start from F9. If you want, you can start from F7. So it is your choice. But how do I suggest? I suggest that you can do these exams in 4 attempts. In 4 attempts, 1, 2, 3, and let's make a 4th one as well. 4 attempts. The first attempt you should take F7, financial reporting, and you should take F4. These are the 2 papers, financial reporting and this one, business law. Financial reporting is quite long syllabus, but it's not very difficult. F4 is quite short syllabus, all theoretical. So in F7 you have financial reporting, you make income statements, you make balance sheet, you make consolidation, you learn accounting standards, IFRS standards. Okay, so that is technical paper, lengthy paper, but not really very difficult for sure. F4 is very short syllabus and no calculations, no calculator, no numbers, only business law. These 2 papers can be easily handled. If you are a full-time student, you can handle these 2 papers in the first 3 months. Okay, but if you are a working professional, then you should take one exam. Then after finishing these two paper, next attempt you should keep F5, ACCA F5. This is syllabus is short, which is performance management, but exam is always very challenging. This is one of the papers which people or students they feel very difficult, very challenging. Take one paper, spend 3 months on that. Next attempt your should be F6 and F8. F6 is taxation, F8 is your audit, and you can do, and both of these papers are not really very difficult. You can manage them. F8 sometimes could become tricky, but syllabus is not really long. If you have a good approach, you can pass F8 as well. So I don't consider F8 as a very challenging paper. Yes, sometimes pass rates they become low because students they take the wrong approach. 3 months are needed here. And the last paper you should take F9, which is called financial management, and you should spare 3 months here. So it means that you can finish this all of these 6 papers in within 1 year if you are a working professional, if you are a full-time student. If you are a working professional, you will take one paper in one attempt, and therefore this time period may become 1.5 years. Now comes level 3. Now level 3, what you have, some of these papers you will get advanced papers, like you have performance management here. So in level 3 this paper will have advanced performance management. This will have SBR, advanced reporting. This will have advanced financial management. This will have advanced taxation. So level 3 is actually an extension of your level 2 papers. So if we see this thing level 3, now please ignore these numbers. These numbers are somehow the listing is not correct. What you need to understand that there are 6 papers in total. You call them essentials. This is the first part, essentials. You must pass these 2 exams, SBL and SBR. And then you have options. In options you have 4 exams. So you've got 2 here. You've got two papers here, and you've got 4 papers here. But out of 4 you only need to take 2. So you don't need to pass all 4 of them. You should pass only 2 of them. Let me just give you the names. For example, advanced financial management, AFM. This is an extension of your ACCA F9. Okay, so if you did F9, this is advanced AFM. Advanced performance management, so this is an extension of this performance management F5. So F5, and you call it P5, advanced performance management. Then you have taxation F6, and here you've got advanced taxation ATX, which is called P6. And you had F8 audit. Here you call it advanced audit, which is AAA. This is your F8 extension. So you need to take 2 papers. So which 2 you should suggest? I generally suggest students, again, by the way, 4 sessions exam in a year, and in each exam attempt you will take 1 paper, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I suggest that first you should take your AFM. So my choice is AFM in the first attempt, because you finished your F9 paper here in the end, and after F9 when you start AFM it becomes quite easy. The second paper you should take SBR, and SBR is actually related to your past paper. If you remember F7, you had here F7, this one. So SBR is an extension of this thing. After SBR you should take AAA, which is advanced audit. Why do I put this sequence? Because the knowledge which you gain in SBR, a lot of this knowledge about financial reporting standards, they will be used in advanced audit. And the last paper you should keep SBL always. SBL is quite different nature of paper. It is challenging. It is all one case study of 4 hours. So which is like summing up of all of your knowledge, summing up of quite a lot of things which you have learned in previous things. So 1 year you are spending here. So 1 year I put here, 1 year I put here, and 7 months I put here. So you can say that it is like 3 years. Now this is if you are not failing in any exam, if you are following the syllabus, following your study plans. So this much time you should be spending. But maybe somebody would skip some semester, you might not take exam or something else, so you might end up with doing it in 3 years. Some people they do it in 3.5 years, but more than that it should not take. And throughout this 3 years time period, how much effort is needed? Effort, what is needed is 2 to 3 hours per day, if you consider, or if you do not manage or you cannot manage on daily basis, then I would say that approximately maximum 20 hours effort per week. This is all what you need. If you are consistently giving this thing, and if you are following your study plans without missing days and weeks and months, you can definitely finish this qualification. To young students, I always say, spend these 3 years now, and then remaining part of your career will be easy. If you do not spend this 3 years of effort now, probably your remaining career would be much more full of difficulties and much more challenging, because ACC qualification, it separates you, it it makes you stand out of the crowd. So it's a very valuable qualification. It's kind of your international work visa. You have ACC qualification, you can apply in many different countries, and in many good companies at very good positions. Of course, your personal potential, your effort, your motivation, your sense of responsibility, that depends on your work environment and job progression. But at least ACC qualification, it gives you an opportunity to have a good start. Um, Now, if you need any further information about exam preparation, okay, by the way, one more concept here, one more thing, which is financial accounting. So these 13 exam papers, in the end, I just show you that what knowledge areas you have. You've got financial accounting 3 papers, F3, F7 and SBR in level 1, level 2 and level 3. Okay. Then you have management accounting, again F2, F5 and P5. Level 1, level 2 and level 3. So 3 papers from financial accounting, 3 papers from management accounting and performance management. Then you have 2 papers from financial management, F9 and AFM. Then you've got audit 2 papers, you've got taxation 2 papers, and then you've got business management like F1, F4 and SBL 3 papers. You're not going to take all of them, because it makes 16 papers, or rather 15 papers, because you would skip this PM. This is your optional, you will not take, and you will skip this ATX. You will do this from professional level, strategic profession. You will do SBR, you will do your AFM, you will do your SBL, and you do your AAA, advanced audit. These 4 papers. So 13 exams you have to take. Um, you need more information about exam preparation courses for ACCA, you can visit our website, which is vls-online.com. You will find complete exam preparation courses covering the detailed and entire syllabus of your each paper, practice question videos, mock exams, online quizzes, tutor support, and all the resources which you need to pass your exam in first attempt. You can find all ACCA courses here and all of the exam resources on this website. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, and good luck for your ACCA journey.